Okay, so another way we could solve these is by using the negative exponent button. So if we recall, a negative is a reciprocal. So if I had 3a equals 100, I would divide by 3. Well, I could also do 3 to the negative 1 times 100, which is the same thing. So sometimes when you're solving pretty long ones, it may be better to use that reciprocal key if you prefer it. If not, you do not have to use it. So the reciprocal key for me is this x minus 1 button, which is right here. So when I click that button, it's the reciprocal. So for example, 3 to the negative 1 should now be 1/9. 2 to the negative 1 is going to be half. So it's just another way to solve it. So if I wanted to solve for a here, I could take my a out and have it be BCD over B divided by C. And when I got that answer, instead of retyping it, I could do all of that times negative 1 times the PN to solve for A. So it's just, again, it's just another way to do it. So if I had 5 divided by 4th, x to the negative 1, for example, times 100, it's the same as 100 times the reciprocal. So if it helps you, great. If it doesn't, don't do it. Just showing you multiple ways to your calculator. So you can do piece by piece. You can do everything on one side first. You could do all at once. It really is up to you how you choose to do that solving. Some people cross multiply. I'm just showing a way, but you can do it any way you want. So on this one, I'm going to put E here. E is 1,000, and then we've put everything in. So what we could do is put all of this into the calculator. So 1 plus 0.05 divided by 2. I just need 1 because I took the A ones out. Okay, so that tells me that 1,000 is equal to A times 41. So what I can do now is type this button and hit times 1,000, and it would give me the answer. So I've got that shown here. Oh, sorry. So that button works. Then I've got other ways you can do it here. So you could go step by step, literally calculating as you go. This piece, get the answer. This piece, get the answer. Then use the division. Don't round until the end. I've got that here too. You could do everything on one side and then divide. Or you could do that negative button. So I've got lots of them. And then there is in Desmos as well. So again, whatever you would like to do, read through all those, pick one you like, you only need one, and then go ahead and do some of the practice problems. So 7 and 8 are the ones we're going to practice on. I'll try to show them a few different ways. Again, pause the video, really read through the different calculator methods. It's up to you which one you do. I would suggest using whatever calculator you use in Math 154. So I always like, if I'm solving for A, to just separate it out. So 6,500 equals A, 1 plus 0.03 divided by 1 to the 1 divided by B divided by C. So in the step-by-step method, you could do the entire top first, this piece. So I could get 6,500 equals A, 1.03 divided by 0.03. This one was a little simpler because one of your values was 1, but I did this piece and got that. And then I did this piece and got that. And then you can come over and do your 1.03 divided by 0.03, and then divide that into your 6,500. Don't round. And I get my answer. And then for my next one, I want to solve for A again. Another method is you could cross multiply. So you could do E times B divided by C equals this A term with all this. And then divide by it. Same thing. Same idea. If you want to see it in Desmos, you can use whatever calculator you're going to use in your class is what you want to use. Okay, so if I write all this out as is, E is equal to A, 1 plus B divided by C to the CD minus 1, all divided by C by B, sorry, divided by C. So I'm writing all that out. And then I'm going to come over here and solve it. So I'm going to do that piece over there first. 1 plus 0.025 divided by 4 raised to the 60th. Oh, see, that's what happens. You got to click out. There we go. Raised to the 60th because that's 4 times 15. You can hit enter here. Make sure you've got it. Then we're going to take that answer and divide by 0.025 divided by 4. And take that. Then I'm going to divide 8500 by that number. And get my answer, 117.20. That lesson. Again, just make sure you're working on the calculator, read through those notes and figure out how to use your calculator.